Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update to my 20 in 2020 project, and if you haven't seen these videos from me before, I will leave a playlist listed in this description box so you can see my intro and all of my other updates. But basically in this project I picked 20 products to work on this year, and yeah, today we're gonna talk about my progress on them, so let's just jump in. Let's start with the most exciting one first. This is the Illamasqua Hydra Veil, and this is kind of like a primer, kind of like a moisturizer, but more so a primer, and I actually used this one up. So this had kind of like a gel consistency, and then you had a little spatula here, and you remove that one to kind of take a little bit of the product out, and then I put it in on my fingers, and then I kind of spread it all over my face. I actually really like this primer, but I also think that one of the reasons I really liked it right now is that I'm using it in combination with another primer in this project, and I actually think that primer is really good at keeping me matte and not too oily throughout the day, because if I use this on its own, I think I get like more oily than I prefer. But it's a really nice consistency, and I like the way it makes my makeup look. So if you like kind of like a dewy finish, kind of if you have dry skin, I think this is a really nice product. But I'm happy to have tried it out. It's really expensive. I bought it like secondhand, so I'm really happy that I got the chance to try it out for a more affordable price, since it's not really a primer that is catered towards my skin tone, or like not my skin tone, my skin type. So yeah, I'm really happy to have used this and moved it out of my collection. So let's talk about the other primer now. This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, and I mean, like, I don't know what happened, but here is where it was. I hope you can see the markings, maybe not. Here is where I was when I put it in, and then I used a tiny bit, and then I got like a huge amount of progress, and then now I only had a tiny bit of progress. It can be explained by the corona situation and just working from home. I'm not doing my makeup as often, but I don't know what happened. I didn't get as much progress this month, but I still enjoy using this primer, and I have been using these two in combination. So what I think I will do is that I will grab another more like hydrating foundation out of my collection and start using that one, and then layering this one on top, because I've been enjoying kind of using the more hydrating primer all over my face, and then I will just use this one on targeted areas, kind of like on my cheeks and a little bit on my nose, just a tiny bit, and then a little bit on my chin, and a tiny bit like here on the center of my forehead. So yeah, that is how I'm going to continue using it, and I think I will continue enjoying using this throughout the summer. And then I have a few foundations in this product. Currently I have 3, so I think I will start with this one. I really thought I would have this done before this update. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I am wearing it today. I am wearing it on its own today. It's a tiny bit too dark. I did like a fake tan thing, and so when the fake tan is like fresh, then this like fits nicely with my skin tone, but now that it has faded a little bit, it's a tiny bit too dark, but I think I could kind of make it work. I thought this would be done before this update, but I have sort of like not used this as much because it's been really hard to use, because I couldn't pump it out anymore, so I had to, each time I use it, I had to unscrew it and then kind of use this to kind of either put on my face or on my hand to mix with other things. But today I finally did it, and I finally transferred it into another jar. So here is how much I have left of that one, and I think there's actually quite a bit of product still in here. So I think it will last me a while, but now that I'm using only this, like I'm not mixing it with something else, I think I will continue using it that way at least. I think I might go through it a little bit quicker, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna continue using it. It doesn't matter that I wasn't able to use it up before this update, since it's not like a rolling project. So yeah, I'm disappointed I wasn't able to say this was a finished product in this update, but I'm still going to continue using it, this one. So yeah, I feel like I made some nice progress on that one at least, and I'm happy I finally transferred it into a jar. And then we have this Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and I wasn't able to make a new marking on this one actually, and I think it's all because I don't use it as often just because I'm not doing my makeup as often. So if you want like a panning tips, if you are struggling and you don't know why everyone else is panning things much quicker than you are, then it's like the most common reason is probably that they are doing their makeup more often than you are, because I feel like I'm doing it a few, like maybe 4 times a week I'm doing my makeup, and like everything is moving so much slower than when I do my makeup basically 7 times a week. I usually do it 7 times a week, or yeah, 7 times is pretty normal for me. So yeah, everything is definitely moving slower. But what I think I will do with this one, because this is a little bit too light now and it's also a little bit too heavy for like summertime, so I actually think I might not put as much pressure on myself to use this one now over the summer. And then because this is a year-long product, I will be able to pick this up again in like October, and then hopefully I can make some nice progress on it this winter as well. But yeah, I don't think I will have too high hopes or like too much pressure on myself to use more of this this summer. And then the third foundation is the one that I will start using as soon as the Milani foundation is done. This is the Rebecca Stella All About That base foundation, and I don't know how much is in here, but I think it's quite a bit, just because it has all of this like black packaging. But yeah, I will start using this as soon as the other one is done, but I haven't used it a single time in this project so far. Okay, then I have 2 concealers in this project. Let's start with this one. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and this one is in the shade Fair 06. So I was able to make a new mark on this one, although it's not as much progress as I had in the previous updates. Also, like, both because I'm not doing my makeup as often, and then also because I did like a fake tan, and then I feel like this is a little bit too light. I've been using it together with the other concealer that I have in this project, which is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I have this one in the shade Swan, and this one was a tiny bit too dark before, so I used to use this one under my eyes and then this one a little bit as well, and then I would use this one kind of on the center of my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin, and if I had something that I needed to cover up, I would use this one as well for that. But I feel like now that I have a little bit more of a tan, or like a little bit more color to my skin, I can get away with only using this one. So that is probably why this got a tiny bit less use. And then I also, because I still want to use it up, I still want to work on it, so I tried one day to use it as kind of like an eye base, or like I mix it with a kind of pencil on my eyelid to make a eye primer, and I didn't like it at all. Like, this made my eyeshadow fade really quickly and also crease in a way that this never does. So I don't know what the difference between these two are, but I definitely prefer this one for like priming my eyes. So yeah, we'll see. I might have to kind of retire this until the winter as well, but yeah, I will probably continue using it from time to time. I did use it today, and I mean, it looks very light under my eyes, but I feel like if I want a more glam look, I can kind of get away with it. But yeah, and here I also made a new marking, but I had to like guess on this one because it's really hard to tell. I can't really, like, I can't shine with the light and I can't see like through the bottle. So yeah, this might be completely off, but I made a guesstimate, so yeah. I also have one powder in this project. This is the Lme Luminous Mac Powder, and this is in the shade 1. Unfortunately, this has been a tiny bit too dark for me, so I used it once, tried it out when I was paler, and then I used it now once when I had a bit more of a tan, and I feel like it's working now. But now I'm also panning another powder, so I think I will be going back and forth between these two because I have this one in my graveyard project. So yeah, I kind of forgot about this, so I will try and focus on it more now. It's kind of distracting when I'm sitting this way, because usually I have my back towards the window, and so I don't see if like any neighbors are walking outside and like can see me. But now that I'm facing the window, I feel like I can see my neighbors like staring at me and thinking I'm really weird for filming. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a bit distracted. I'm trying to just ignore it, but yeah. Then we also have this one, which is a face product. This is the Makeup Store blush in the shade Peach. and as you can see I still have pan in this one. I think my scale kind of was acting up today because I had not lost any weight in any of the products, and like a few of them had gained weight, so I don't know what was up with that. But yeah, hopefully. I don't think I've used this as much as I had previously, both because I'm not doing my makeup as much, which I keep saying, but also because I had a lot of blushes in my shopping my stash this time last year project, so I haven't used it as much. I'm not wearing it today, but I still really enjoy this blush, and hopefully I will start using it a lot more again soon. I think it will transition well from like winter to spring to summer, so I'm still really excited to use this one. And then another kind of like base product, I guess I was able to make a tiny bit of a mark. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and this is just like, it's supposed to be like a setting spray or like a finishing mist, but I mostly use it to kind of wet my brush if I do like an eyeshadow look. I have used it a few times kind of on my face just because the combination of the Milani foundation and the Urban Decay foundation is pretty heavy, so sometimes I just want to kind of spray my face if I know I'm just going to be filming or like something where I don't need my makeup to last as long. But yeah, I was able to make a tiny mark on that one. Okay, and then we have some more kind of more miscellaneous stuff left. So let's start with this one because I don't have any progress on this one. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, and I haven't used this at all just because I'm doing that combo like to prime my eyes where I want to use up like a eye pencil, which is kind of like my skin tone, but it's too dry to use on its own as kind of an eye base, so I'm using it, mixing it with this concealer, and I'm really focusing on that one, which is why I have no progress on this one. And then I also have this Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in the shade Soft Brown, and I am using it. I am wearing it today. I am wearing it almost every single day when I'm doing my makeup, or like every single time I'm doing my makeup. I have been enjoying using this a lot this year. Like I found a way where I kind of mix it with an oil, and then I have a very thin brush which has like made me fall in love with it again, so I'm using that almost every single time. I also have this eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, which is in the shade Mirage. I had hit pan last time. I think the pan has grown a tiny bit, but I've been focusing a bit more kind of on the sides. So yeah, I don't think it lost any weight, but I think that's because my scale is kind of acting up. But yeah, I am using it pretty much every time I'm doing my makeup. I like to mix that one with another kind of eyeshadow that is a bit lighter, that is also close to my skin tone, to kind of set my eyebrow area. And then I have this one, which is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Mousse, and that is just like a brown. I am wearing it on my waterline today, and then just a tiny bit on my upper kind of lash line, and I still enjoy this. I did put in another eyeliner in another project, which I am focusing on because that project ends before this one, so I will get back to focusing on this more later, but I haven't like sharpened it since last time, so I basically have no progress on it. And then we have 3 products left to talk about. One is this H&M nail polish in the shade Champorado, and I was able to make a new marking, so I feel like I had pretty nice progress. I am not wearing it now, I'm not wearing anything, and I really need to do my nails. So I think maybe after this video I'm going to give my nails some love and then put this on. But I feel like I had enough progress that I didn't need to do it before this update. And then we have 2 lip products left in this product. I have already used up 2 lip glosses in this product. But basically I have 2 lip glosses from Bite, and one is this one in Thick. It looks a bit, in Honeycomb. It looks a bit squished up. And then I have this one in Thick. And I am wearing Thick today. I did just recently use up a lip product in another project. This is the Colourpop lipsticks in the shade I'm Yours, which I used in I finished in my whole collection project pan, and so now I am focusing on Fig. So I decided to move, like when I moved this out, I decided to start focusing on this one just because I feel like pink is a really nice spring and summer color. So I would like to focus in this one during the summer months, and then when we move into like fall and winter, I feel like this will be very like appropriate as like an appropriate work nude. So yeah, I don't have any progress to show on them, so I don't have any progress on Honeycomb to show just because I haven't used it. And Fake, I measured it against my paper, but I didn't feel like it had enough progress to kind of make a new line. So hopefully next time I will have enough progress on that one. And I feel like it's one of those lip products that will be moving really slowly. Like this one is a cream product, and it kind of moves pretty quickly, but I feel like this one, because it's like a matte, it will move, I don't know, I feel like it will move slowly. So yeah, that was all of the progress. I'm happy that I was able to have one empty. I know I will be able to use the foundation up before my next update, which is exciting. And then I don't know which will be the next one. I feel like then we will have some months without any empties, and then hopefully they will all kind of start to trickle in. But yeah, that was it for this update. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. That would mean a lot to me. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!